There is indeed quite a lot. After accounting for daily necessities and emergency supplies, there's still enough to set aside in case of sudden visits from my colleagues. After all, wants are modest. It would be success and use it to help others in need. Candles, leather, paper, and pens. Oh, and some emergency food, of course. Judging by your expression, I can tell you're wondering. What emergency food did you buy? Exactly. These supplies need to stand the test of time, so all of this food has undergone special processing. I assure you, unless you're on the brink of starvation, you don't want to try it. The cured meat, for example, is as tough as tree bark, and the biscuits taste like tossed-out newspaper. Even if you soak them in milk or vegetable soup, the best you could hope for is soggy newspaper. Well, there are times when one has no other choice. I've tried to extract nutrients from this food before. Well, eat might not be the best word to use. I have a somewhat more efficient method. Here, I'll show you. I suppose you could call it cooking with fire. There have been a few more desperate moments when I've been trapped alongside other poor souls. You should know, if I were to use the method I've just shown you in front of my colleagues, it might leave them feeling uneasy. And so I have at such times been forced to attempt to swallow this food, as they would. Though try as I might, I really was unable to swallow it. In the end, I broke it down into smaller pieces, some of which I stuffed into my mouth and some of which I dropped into my lantern when no one was looking. Unfortunately, my colleagues noticed how slowly I was eating and mistook my reluctance for concern, believing I was eating less to allow them more. After that, they patted me on the back and enthusiastically filled my arms with more cured meat and biscuits. Indeed, I was grateful for their noble act of kindness, and can clearly remember the taste of cured meat and biscuits to this day. Gemstones reflect the light differently in different environments. A gem by candlelight flickers like flame, while a jewel beneath the moon seems like a tear-filled eye. There are 1,000 forms to beauty, and gems are cut 1,000 ways. Such is the complexity of things both elegant and timeless. I'm in the habit of collecting these old gemstones. Some are even from other nations. Feel free to enjoy this collection whenever you please. Being as old as they are, they have lost some of their glow and appear a little turbid. They cannot compare with the brilliant luster of a newly cut stone. Do be careful when touching them, so as to not damage them. I've left most of them in their original casing.
Huh? Is it Skirk? Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her? What's Skirk doing here in Notcry? Exactly. And Dory's here too. We should go over and say hi.
Well, my. Such an exquisite radiant exoskeleton. Come, let me take a closer look, so I can make sure to offer you a fair price. Please, take a seat and rest a while. If you have anything you'd like to eat or drink, I'd be more than happy to...
Let's not waste time. Just tell me how much you're offering.
Of course. Just a moment. Remarkable. Not so much as a scratch. Even the very best bounty hunters would struggle to retrieve a radiant exoskeleton of such quality.
Skirk! Dory! What are you two doing here?
I came to look around Nodcry, and thought I'd take the opportunity to make a little mora.
What's this? My most valued customer is already acquainted with my most valued customer?
Is Paimon hearing things? Or did you just say most valued customer twice?
Naturally, my most valued customers are equally valued, so you both receive my most effusive enthusiasm. Please, rest here a moment while I work the price out.
You've gotten stronger. It seems you haven't neglected your training since we last met. I see. Nodcry is home to many worthy opponents. Should you overcome this trial, your strength will increase further still.
So, how have you been, Skirk? When we last saw you, you said fate would decide how we'd meet again. Well, Paimon didn't think it would decide so quickly.
Was it quick? It's felt like a very long time to me. My life will experience little change until a true turning point arrives. But as for you, you are at a pivotal point in your journey. Have care. Victory and defeat are seldom long-lived.
Excuse me, dear customer. After careful consideration, I'm prepared to offer you 6 million mora for these radiant exoskeletons. I assure you that this is the fairest possible price. While you might be able to sell a single item for 700,000 or so, when it comes to buying in bulk...
I'll take half of that in cash. I won't be staying long, so there's no point carrying around more money than I need. As for the other half, give it to these two in the form of food or supplies. You should have plenty of both in your stores.
Of course! I can see my most valued customers enjoy a very close relationship. Here's your mora. Please, do stop by again.
I'll be going then. Until next time.
Huh? Won't you stay for a chat? Oh, she's gone again. That Skirk.
That's just how she is, sweeping in and out like a sudden gust of wind. I'm used to it by now.
Hey, that reminds Paimon. You haven't forgotten her somehow? Even though you've done lots of business together before? What's the deal with that?
Huh? What do you mean? The all-knowing Lord Sangama Bay keeps every customer near and dear to her heart. Fine, if you must know, she's not really my customer, but rather a guest of Miss Alice, my supplier. Miss Alice introduced her to me, and now she drops by from time to time to do business. She's the perfect customer. She always brings quality goods and doesn't care too much about the price.
Whoa! There's one suspicious-looking grin. You're not ripping her off, are you?
Ridiculous! A strong, mysterious customer like that who brings me valuable items? I practically worship the ground she walks on. Dory's Divine Bazaar is a fair and reputable business. Now, I promised I'd supply you with food, so it's about time I start hunting for ingredients. $3 million mora. What can I find that's worth 3 million mora? It looks like I'm going to have to dig out something very special indeed.